All right, everyone, here we are, the first run of the second day of NoReset Marathon at DreamHack Atlanta 2019. We're going to kick off the day with Pokemon Snap any percent on the N64 with Fullaire. Hi, Fullaire, how are you doing today?
Hi, I'm doing good.
Awesome. So what do you have in store for us today?
So I'm going to be playing some Pokemon Snap, and we should have Karmers here on the couch commentating for us today.
Hello.
Hi there.
How we doing? I used to play this game a long time ago. Not so much anymore, but hopefully I still got the knowledge. Can get you guys through this.
Awesome. I think a lot of people played this game as kids. That was one of those cartridges I know back in school. Everyone bought it. That was like,
oh yeah,
everyone
for sure.
had it.
It's a great game.
All right. Well, I mean, on your mark, it's all yours.
All right, so we're going to start by resetting our console entirely to hopefully get us some good RNG in the first stage. So as soon as we put our name in and we start, that's whenever we're going to start the timer. So, and 5. Oh, not ready? Are we ready?
Timer.
Timer.
They're working on it.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so we're going in the beach first. You're going to see some pretty cool picture of a Pidgey right here. Just going to turn to the side and get that. So you can get the optimal points really quickly for that. We also try to keep as little on screen at any point to reduce the lag. That's part of the speedrun in this game. So the first stage in this game is, it's a lot of looking up at the sky. So it does have a slow start. I promise it gets better.
So now we're just chilling for a bit.
Now we're just chilling. If you want to check your Twitter.
Yeah, so the estimate for this game is going to be around 25 minutes. My PB currently is a 21:25, so we got a little wiggle room there for some bad RNG, some mishaps. We're prepared. So this game is actually a pretty fun speedrun. It's pretty chill. There's some things other than lag reduction that we can do to try to go faster, including like our menuing and mashing, and also our cart mechanics and camera locking. So I don't know if Karmers wants to kind of explain that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I can explain that real quick. So your cart is moving at its absolute fastest when you're facing forward. You can camera lock by zooming in. That'll lock your speed so that you can look to the sides while still going quickly, take pictures like that. Doing the lag reduction, like I said earlier, you get less things on screen so the game has less to process. So it runs faster. That's pretty much the basics of the movement, is look forward and keep the camera locked as much as possible. You got this. You're fine.
So like I said, yeah, menuing is kind of important just because it's a little slow and laggy, so it's important to get everything right the first time.
It's not bad. Alright.
So we need about 23,000 points.
23,000.
2,300, my bad, I can't do math.
So you have to wait a little bit depending on your points for getting this electrode. If you have a lot of points, you can just take it right away. Don't need to worry, but we're a little behind on points, so she waited for it to roll out in front of the cart and get a better picture of it that way.
So essentially what we're doing here is we're trying to get enough points to get some apples from Professor Oak.
Oh yeah.
Which will allow us to progress further in the game, you know, feed some Pokemon since we can't really catch them, so.
You capture them.
And then we make a nice scrapbook.
Yeah, right there she's hitting the Electabuzz with some apples so that she can get in front of him. She's gonna make this Electrode explode at a good time so the Cocooners will come down right in her face. She can get a good picture of him that way. This is a tough one, the Zubat picture. That looked okay.
Not a red dot, but we'll see.
That looked okay. Alright, this room is extremely laggy. If she's not looking up like she is, it gets very, 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 very bad frames, so. Alright, she's looking a little bit to the left here, so the cart will line up on the left side of the track. You can control your movement that way as well. Oh no.
Okay, well, I was afraid that was gonna happen. But there is a backup. So we essentially are gonna be missing one Pokemon out of the stage, but that means we can go get America's favorite Pokemon.
Yay. Charizard.
Charizard! Oh boy. Okay, panicking here.
You're good. Yeah.
Yeah, getting the Magnemites and the Magneton to evolve nicely is kind of difficult because whenever you're camera locked in on them, they're going to be like creating their own like little field, and you can't take a picture of them while they're kind of buzzing around like
Yeah,
that.
Oak doesn't know what they are when they're doing that. Can't identify them, you don't get any points. So she did miss the picture on the Diglett, so she didn't get a picture of Dugtrio. That's another thing about this game is that you kind of have to make your route up on the spot and adjust to how many points you're getting, what kind of Pokemon you're getting in your run. That's a fun part about the game, you're just constantly adjusting. Start out here with a really cool throw. You time that right. Take a picture of Rapidash's butt. And Oak is really into that, so we'll give you a lot of points. Just more staring at the sky, trying to keep the volcano off the screen as much as possible.
Alright, it looks like Magmar and Charmander are kind of far apart on this island over here. Oh, looks like he's moving.
It's not bad.
Do we have time for a donation?
We do.
Awesome. So we have Tweak1987 who donated $27.23 and says, "Good job on Speedrun event. Great games, great runners, good cause. Thanks for NoReset Speedrun for making this happen. Hope to see you guys soon. 9 ETS maybe? Cheers."
So we're gonna get the posed Moltres here, since we're gonna have to go around the corner to get a picture of Charizard.
Yeah, maximize the points while you can. Alright. I've never done this snipe in my life.
There we go. This Charmander
Everybody's favorite.
just gets angry, falls into a pool of lava, and then evolves.
Yeah, see that Rapidash picture can get you a lot of points. Alright, so we have to go in the river and get one picture real quick and leave so that we can get the pester balls from Oak. So she immediately zooms in and takes a picture there, and it will actually count as a picture of the polywag up in the top left. Now we can do the stage for real.
So there's a bit of more RNG in this stage at the very end that can change our route again, depending on whether or not we get a cloister. So.
She's gonna do some throws here, lining up with certain points in the sky to get Slowpoke to walk over and evolve at the right time to get a good picture. We gotta optimize the points as much as possible, while also not wasting time. That's good. That's great.
Oh, he didn't quite make it.
That was the optimal Slowpoke picture.
It was.
Our Lord and Savior.
Gets a quick picture while Psyduck is hit out of the water there. Maximize the points on that. Now this is where Cloister, yeah, that's good. Pops out. It's like a, what is it, 30% chance?
I think 57. So there's 3 different chances in which a shelter or a cloister can pop out of the water. So combined of all 3, it's 57.
57% total. So more often than not, but we got the perfect RNG actually. The first cloister that pops up.
Feeling a little nervous right now.
Doing good. Got the cloister.
Oh, that beautiful Slowpoke tail.
We can still sub Danimal sounds with these.
Danimal sounds. He's gotten a PB recently, so.
He doesn't suck anymore?
No. He actually taught me a lot about the game and helped me improve my time a lot.
Shoutouts to Dan. Great guy. Alright. Trying to get this Ditto over here to the very edge.
Just try to snipe.
Take a picture of that Grimer, so the Grimer in here will spawn. And if you throw a Pester Ball at the Muck or the Grimer and get a picture while they're freaking out, you can actually get a picture from any side and still get pretty good points for it.
Alright, we're gonna try to go for the Weepin' Bell snipe here.
This is a really big time save if she can get it, one of the cooler strats, but it's not up to her really, it's up to the Weepin' Bell to go in the right direction, so we'll see. No.
Nope. Hit the coffin.
Hit the coffin.
And there he goes. That is the downside of that trick.
It is one of the bigger points of RNG in the run.
time for another donation?
Sure.
All right, so we have Henry T who donated $50, and they say, thanks everybody involved with NoReset X DreamHack Atlanta 2019. Here's a little donation from France. I'm waiting for the best game ever speedrun, Untitled Goose Game. Sorry for my bad English. I studied Spanish and French at school.
Honk.
Écoute Henri, il n'y a aucun problème. On comprend, c'est ça l'important. On t'aime, merci.
I didn't see your points. How many points do we have right now?
We are at 125.
Okay.
So,
2 pictures?
yeah, I think I'm going to go for the Dragonite and the Squirtle at the very end for a comfortable around 7K. So.
Sounds good. We need just 130,000 points here. You can get it over 130,000 before you even go in the valley, so you only have to take a picture of the Dugtrio sign. That's pretty tough to do, but it's not a huge time loss to have to get a couple pictures in here anyways.
Yeah, so this is probably one of the most fun levels in the game if you're playing it casually, but in the speedrun it is one of the most boring levels.
If you're good, it's boring.
Yeah.
The better you do, the more boring it is.
Yeah, so what's going to happen next is we're going to have to re-enter every single stage and look for a special Pokemon sign. And then that will unlock Rainbow Cloud, and then we can take a picture of Mew, and then Oak is satisfied with our work, and that's pretty much any percent.
It's a nice day out.
Yeah, Pokemon Snap has some really good music to it. Yeah, so shout outs to the Pokemon Snap community. Everyone's fantastic. Anyone that's watching, thank you so much. Thank you, Kelsey and Lemon, for that donation earlier. I heard that. So yeah. So this is actually my first speedrun that I ever did, actually. I remember just sitting on my couch, pulled out my phone as a timer, and just tried to play through the game. Never really expected to get better than like a 24 time. But then here we are, making that time look like a novice time.
Fullaire's a pro.
I am a pro, but it's also practice, so.
Alright, she's gonna do a lineup right here. Line up the edge of this mountain with a cloud in the sky so that she can throw some pester balls out to knock the Mankey over if you heard that sound.
Got him on the first pester ball.
That was good. That was quick.
It's a pretty easy setup once you get used to it. It's pretty nice.
Oh!
So yeah, that's Professor Oak's secret hideaway, in which he pretty much tells us, go find all these cool signs. So.
Now Oak will give us the dash engine so that we can start speedrunning.
Yeah, we are super speedy now. Except for we're abiding by all the laws and not going too fast. So. So cave sign's pretty hard because you're like turning around this corner and then you have to hit like this one tiny little gem right around here.
Gem that paused right there. That's good.
That was pretty nice,
good.
actually. Camera wasn't shaky at all.
You want to get it right as little gemstone pops out behind the wall. Get a picture of it right away. We get the Poke Flute now. That's why we had 130,000 points earlier, so that we could get that immediately after coming out of cave.
So now we have pretty much all the items that we're going to need to be able to complete the run. So at this point, we just have to take a few more signs and we're in the clear. I never really saw this tree being a Cubone until like just recently.
That sign as a kid took me so long to find. It still doesn't look like a Cubone to me.
Yeah, it's a little weird. Alright, time for my favorite sign, tunnel sign.
Tunnel sign's got some pretty cool movement. You gotta sneak past a couple Pokemon, make sure you don't get stuck on them.
And then hopefully we don't hit Pikachu with an apple.
Hopefully. So she's turned to the right there so she can get the cart to move all the way over. She can slide right past that Electrode. It's the fun part.
Alright, ideally we're not going to have to slow down at all. Pikachu's going to be doing what Pikachu does best, chasing some food. Gonna be listening for the generators. No, we did it right. So essentially what happened in that room is we get Pikachu to shock a Zapdos egg, and then Zapdos goes on and turns on the generator to give us this cool shadow Pinsir Pokemon sign. But you don't get to see all of that.
You don't get to see it because it slows the game down, so just gotta take our word for it. Alright, one last picture in the beach here. Getting the Krabby sign. Where's a Kingler?
Kingler.
Kingler? Alright.
And do we got time for another donation?
Sure thing.
We do.
So we have a $10 donation by Calcium Lemon again. It says, almost 3K, fully loved.
Aw, thank you.
And we're less than $200 away from breaking the 3K mark.
Almost there.
Alright, Mew. Where are you?
Oh my lord. Oh my.
Okay, there
Wow,
we
that was
go.
crazy.
He's trying to anticipate his movements, because usually he goes the exact opposite way that you think he's going to go.
Alright, now you just kind of have to guess between left and right.
Yeah, my guess is always to the left. So. But yeah, pretty much we have to break Mew's shield, and then we can take a picture of him. So we have one more hit, and then we can take a picture. So time will be coming up after we submit a picture and after we go back and talk to Oak. So we have about 30 more seconds or something like that. Alright, so essentially we're going to go back to Oak's lab, and as soon as we see him say some red text, that's whenever time is going to be, so in about 3 seconds. And time. Alright, well thank you DreamHack, thank you NoReset Marathon, this is fun, and hi, I'm Fullaire, and this is Karmers, and I hope you guys enjoyed the run.
Thank you guys.
I know I did. Pretty sure everyone else did. Let's hear it for Fullaire and Kramer's on the couch.
Kramers.
Karmers. Sorry. It's way too early for me to be speaking on a microphone, to be honest with you, but I got to do what I got to do, you know. But thank you once again, Karmers and Fullaire.
Thank you
for this amazing run. This is kind of like a Saturday morning cartoon vibe going on here, so that's perfect. And yeah, I mean, coming up next, we have more speedruns for you for the whole day. We got Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards coming up, 100% with Curtisimo, and yeah, I mean, we're getting close to that 3K mark, which will be our all-time record for DreamHack in the US, at least. So let's keep it coming. Thank you, everyone. We'll be right back.
Thanks, guys.